Hey guys, Comic Uno, and before I start my review, I just want to say the quality of this video is not as great because I'm not using my HD web camera, I'm using my regular one, and it's not as great the quality, and hopefully I'll get my HD web camera fixed by next week, and the quality will be much better. But let's start the review for Scarlet Spider issue 2, so let's see what's going on. With this cover, I really liked it, the concept was great. This fire villain is going to try to attack Scarlet Spider. There's going to be a battle between them. And art is great. Love it. Love the costume for Scarlet Spider. It's really the art from the issue. And really love the art. But let's see if I like the story also. So in this issue, we get to see Kane. He's saying, alright, I'm leaving this town. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to Mexico. I'm finally going to have a life, and I'm leaving Texas. You know, I'm not going to be a hero. But he sees, fire behind him, and he thinks of the girl. And he says, you know what, in my life, I've always wanted help, and I can help this girl. And he says, all right, I'm going back to the hospital and saving that girl. And this guy wants the girl, and he says, oh, you have to come with me, and this fire guy's trying to attack the girl. And Scarlet Spider fights this fire guy throughout the whole issue, just try to save this girl. And pretty great fight scenes in this part of the issue. And we get to see really Scarlet Spider become a hero, and Texas really wants him. Houston really wants him, saying, you're a hero. We don't have many of those here. In New York City, there's like tons of them. They have Spider-Man. They have all these people. And here we have nobody. We really want you. People love you and respect you because of what you did. And if you stayed here, we would really appreciate it. But, Scarlet Spider's like, I don't want to really stay, and I have my own life. I'm not a hero. I don't have responsibility. But, and also a policeman says about the girl, saying no one really has the girl. No one could be with the girl. She could be up for adoption or whatever. But really, no one's really could take care of her. So he says, she's not my responsibility, I'm sorry. So he leaves to go to Mexico. But I have a feeling he's going to be coming back to Texas and probably will be with the girl. We'll see what's so special about this girl. And I think once Scarlet Spider takes the girl under his wing, he might have a little bit more responsibility, kind of having a daughter. And I think that's something that will happen, because I don't think they would mention saying, oh, there's no one here to take care of the girl. And I think if Kane does have somewhat of a daughter, adopt this girl, I think really his responsibility and him being a hero, his character will definitely change. And something I love about this series is him being his own worst enemy, Kane. Because he is his own worst enemy. He keeps saying, I'm not a hero. I've done bad things in my past. And all I want to do is live my life. I could finally live my life without worrying about dying or all these things. I don't want to be like Spider-Man. I'm not Spider-Man. Because this fire guy says, oh, come on, Spider-Man, thinking he is Spider-Man. Because come on, Spider-Man does change his costume all the time. So obviously people would think he's Spider-Man. He's like, I'm not Spider-Man. And he doesn't want to live in Spider-Man's shadow. That's really something he's trying to fight also. Being a mishap clone, he doesn't want to live in his clone's shadow. He wants to be his own person. And he's just fighting himself. And what I love about this slogan really does explain this whole series. All the power, none of the responsibility. Yes, there is the responsibility. He is responsible, he just doesn't want to be responsible. And that's something I really like about this series, and I can't wait to see more of. And I love this series. It's one of my favorite right now from Marvel, even though it just came out. These 2 issues have been great. And a lot of people have probably seen Kane from, if you guys are new readers for Amazing Spider-Man, you probably recognize Kane from the Spider Island going on. But I've loved Kane for such a long time. Loved him since Spider-Girl, which was a long time ago. He was in Spider-Girl. Since the beginning he was in Spider-Girl. And he's just a really great character and so different from Peter. And I like that. I like that he's so different from Peter. And that he wants to be different from Peter. And even though he's kind of like this, he wants to be bad, but he doesn't want to be a villain, and he doesn't want to be a hero. He just wants to like mind his own business. But the responsibility, really, with great power comes great responsibility. He doesn't believe that, but his conscience does, and that's why he keeps going back. And I can't wait for the next issue. Will he go to Mexico? Will he stay in Texas? I hope he stays in Texas, and he probably will stay in Texas. He'll say, you know what, responsibility, people actually want me, I'm going back. So definitely great issue, great fight scenes, and something I liked was that we did have a story arc, even though, like, we have a story for Scarlet Spider, his inner demons and all that. He keeps thinking about, oh, the wrong things I did. We get to see the story of Scarlet Spider and what he's thinking, and the story of this story arc of this villain. And I think a lot of comics forget that sometimes. Like, you have to have a story for that character, and you have to have that story arc story. If you're gonna have that story arc story, you have to have a story for the character also, especially for a beginning of a series. And I like that they did this. Chris Yost is doing a great job with this series. And even if you're not a King fan, pick this up. Pick up from issue 1. Pick up from issue 2, and just read this series. It's really great. One of my favorites, and especially for Marvel. And I say pick it up. I think it's going to be a great series and great story. And can't wait to see what happens next. And something I think we're going to be surprised with this series. A lot of people. I think this series is going to be very under the radar, like Venom was. But I think it's going to definitely become popular as more people see this series and read this series, because it's a really great series. Again, if you don't even like King, give this a try. And especially if you like Spider-Man, you might really like this. And I hope you guys pick this up, because it really was a good issue. And I give it 5 stars. This is definitely my pick of the week. And hopefully the next issue is as good as the first and the second. And also, guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. In the description below, there'll be a link for that. I just have comic book news, topic videos I'll be doing, and video reviews, comic book reviews I'll be doing. And also, don't forget to follow my other Twitter for my other YouTube channel, The Random Situations. And I hope you enjoyed. And this is Comic Uno. This is my pick for the week. And I give it 5 stars. And pick up this series and this issue. Bye, guys. Comic Uno.